Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we are here to nourish our souls. I am Norah, the host of this program, Thoughts by Joanna, Angelis, and through our dear, beloved Divaldo Franco. So today's message is short, quick, and to the point. So let us look at the slides, and here we go. Joanna is saying. Life is impossible without love. And friends, to find reference material to connect this was endless because there's so much material out there and to tell us about love. But there was this letter in the Spiritist Review back in April 1860, friends. It was a beautiful letter entitled Love and Freedom. And this is something for us to simmer in with our thoughts as spiritists, and how love is a powerful tool for us to keep moving forward. It says God is love and freedom, and it is through love and freedom that the spirit moves closer to God. Through love, the spirit develops new relationships that get him closer to the unity in each existence. Through freedom, the Spirit chooses the good that gets him closer to God. Be eager to spread the new faith, but may the sacred eagerness that animates you never cast any harm upon the freedom of others. You must avoid mounting a kind of worn out and almost yielded resistance by insisting too much before terrible and proud cruelty. The reign of coercion and oppression is over. It is time for reason, freedom, and fraternal love. From now on, it is no longer by force and fear that the earthly powers will acquire the right of governing the moral, spiritual, and material needs of its people, but by love and freedom. By Abelardo. What a beautiful letter that really goes with what Joanna is saying, that without love there is no life. And here we have it, even from the Spirit's perspective, still talking about love and what it means. We don't have enough time to go through the whole letter, but there's 2 points about love that he says. Through love, the Spirit develops new relationships that get him closer to the unity in each existence. So let us think, what about this word? What do relationships mean in our life, right? Sometimes relationships can be difficult, but those are the ones where we exercise love, right? Counting them and on. There's so many types of relationships. Like first with God, what is that relationship? What about the relationship with ourselves, friends? It's super important, right? As we're developing this love. What about those in our close circles, right? Could be family, friends, and anyone else in that close circle. But of course, we have work colleagues and others, people around us, and even everything around us. How is our relationship with those? And are we putting that intention of love, right? So, question asking ourselves, what would the world look like without the relationships, without this part? So, even though it's tough, we love it. We go from this gray color to this beautiful diversity of colors because every relationship, every encounter is an opportunity to share love, to exercise love, to be love. And it's a beautiful thought. Another thing that this letter that goes really well with Joanna's message is this quote that says, "It's no longer by force and fear that the earthly powers will acquire the right of governing the moral, spiritual, and material needs of its people, but by love and freedom." So, how does love remove this fear, right, and that captivity to live life God has for us? So, we think, friends, in other words, that at this level where we are, that we are free and everything, but it really is the beginning of it. There's still a lot of that material envelope around us where We are in certain aspects and maybe not others, depending on our evolution, right? There's a lot of fear that we're letting it come through. And that fear is really stopping us to live that life that God has, right? So in the Bible, John 3:16, we get a demonstration that love is where Jesus gave us his ultimate action for love. It says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have eternal life." So, friends, but if anything, we're already free. We're already super, ultra, mega loved. Jesus, God, mentors. So now we need to rise up and align to it, which is what Joanna is saying. As we are growing, as we are in every reincarnation, learning through the experiences, we are getting closer and closer to understanding really what love is in our lives. And that is a beautiful thought. So, in all of this, friends, what is my part, right? We need to ask ourselves. That's the beauty of spiritism that we learn through Allan Kardec and the spirits, through Shiko, and now we're through Joanna. It's an action word. We use love in all, even though sometimes it may be hard and it's difficult, but we are invited to change those lens and try to emanate and do it every day, friends, in love. And if sometimes it's a little rough, let us imagine ourselves praying to our mentors, praying to Mother Mary, to Jesus, to God, divine light. We are supported. And when we align those thoughts, even though it's difficult, we have learned, friends, what Joanna is saying, to really appreciate that without love, there is no life, right? So to end, let us breathe love, as life is love and love is life, and then all of it is God. Let us imagine ourselves sitting at that cute bench, taking breaths, love in and love out. And we thank Joanna so much for what a wonderful message, friends. And let us continue singing in our hearts and joy throughout the week until next week, same place, same time. Please let us continue tuning into Kardec Radio, and let us not forget that we are loved. Take care, dear friends.